Hi, this is Jeff from Airstream Nerds. Today I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. And when I get back, I'll show you just what I did.
Airstream song, cruising to the campsite singing our song. Airstream song, we are the Airstream Nerds.
So, this cabinet and the one in the bathroom, neither one of them will stay open like these cabinets do. And when we are trying to get stuff out of here and your hands are full or whatever, it's kind of difficult to hold this up while you're digging around in here. It'd be much easier to be able to just let go of this handle and have it stay open. It's even worse in the bathroom because of the mirror. It's a heavy door. So I went out and got some gas springs to install on these doors. Now, there are some measurements. The manual, the smaller ones I got didn't come with manuals, but the larger ones I got for the bathroom had a manual and had some measurements. So I'm going to clear this out and I'm going to get my pieces and parts together to put this one in and be right back. So it's pretty simple. I got these gas struts off of Amazon. I got small ones for this door. And they come in pairs, but as you can see, you only need one. This is a light door. I'm going to put one in the bathroom here in a second, show you how I do it, and we'll see if we need two in there. But for sure, we only need one here. Easiest way to do this is to use a screwdriver on the different types, and you pop this part out. Like these here, you just pop the little spring loaded thing up, and this part comes out. You use the directions. The directions will give you the measurements, and you place the pins. Both sides pop off. You place these where it tells you in the measurements, and when you're done, you have a door that'll stay open when you're trying to get up there and do stuff. 1,000 times better. Airstream should have done this from the get-go. So let's go in the bathroom and I'll show you how we're going to put them on. So first thing I'm doing is I'm locating the door side pin so when it closes it doesn't hit that. So that's basically where I'm going to start my measuring from. So again, I'm not using a lot of torque on this. I'm not tightening and I'm super tight. I just want it snug. So I got them snug. I just want to make sure it closes and doesn't hit, which is, I already knew that was the case. So this side snaps on. Now I've got to do this side. And basically, when this thing closes, I need it to compact all the way, and I want it to hold the door up. So I want it to hold the door up to here. And when it closes, this thing compacts up to that. So I've got to do some math here and kind of figure out where to put this thing so when it pivots down it closes all the way. Alright, so this is the model Model 100. So based on what the measurements tell me here, now since I've got this weird angled shape, I didn't exactly follow the directions for that because of this lip here. So it says in the directions it should be 2.75 inches from the edge of the door over to the center here. And I wasn't able to do that, so I'm at about 4 inches. 3 3/4 inches from the edge of the door to the center. But that takes into account of this. So according to their drawing, also I had to convert from millimeters to inches. 3 inches in from the edge is where this is going to mount, but 9.5 inches down from here, so essentially 9.5 inches down, which is somewhere in this neighborhood, and 3 8/8 inches. So it's somewhere in that neighborhood is where, according to the math, that should go. But as you can see, that's too far out. So what I got to do instead is move it up, since I've moved it out, and the math changes. So if I put it there, the question is if I put it there, will it compress enough to fit in there? So now I don't want to drill 15 holes in this to calculate, so I'm trying to. So when this thing compresses, it's roughly going to be 6 inches, roughly a little over 7 inches. So the problem here is when it closes, it's going to close, but it won't be able to pivot. So we've essentially have to do it somewhere in that neighborhood there in order for it to do it right. So if I do it in this area here, it should give me enough room for it to compress. Worst case scenario is I use caulk and fill the holes and move it a little bit, which I had to do on the other cabinet when I didn't have any dimensions. What's throwing this for a loop is this weird geometry of this cabinet, the lip up here, and the fact that I had to move it from 2.5 inches to 4 inches. So that changes everything on the bottom part of it. So let me go ahead and drill these holes in and I'll be right back. It turns out that I was just a little bit high. I was able to rotate, take 2 of the screws out, take two of the 3 screws out and let it rotate it down to where it worked, and then one of the screws is exposed. So I'll be able to just throw a little bit of caulk on that, and it'll be fine. It's inside of our cabinet. But now, as you can see, the door stays up. Only one of them is needed. Door closes like normal, and we don't have this door clanging you when now I'm tall, so really whether it was hanging up or hanging down didn't matter to me. The thing is I can look in here and get what I need to get without this thing bashing me in the top of the head or having to hold it. That's why I was wearing a hat, having to hold the top of it with my head to get in there and put stuff in there. You know, when we're getting ready to leave, we put stuff in there and it stays open. It's just easier to keep it open instead of having to keep lifting it and holding it. So real simple. I'll put the links below. It's a simple install. It's just 6 screws or 5 screws. It's a little bit tricky on the layout and the alignment of everything, but once you get it figured out, it works great. Hold your doors up. Both doors stay up. As you can see, this one is still up. I put stuff back in it. It closes just like before. I'll put the links to the sizes below. Please subscribe, hit like, and I will see you on the next trip.